A couple years ago, a man named Joseph was returning home to his apartment after a long day of work when he suddenly noticed a yellow post-it note on his desk. The note was reminding Joseph of chores that he had to do. But the thing is, the note wasn't in Joseph's handwriting, and he hadn't told anyone about the chores he was planning on doing. It was pretty strange, but Joseph just figured he had probably gotten up half awake in the middle of the night and scribbled something that was so messy it didn't look like his handwriting. So he just threw the note in the trash and didn't think much about it. That is, until 4 days later, Joseph returned home to find yet another post-it note on his desk. It was in the same foreign handwriting as the last note, but this time it was telling him to make sure he saved the documents. By then, Joseph was starting to freak out, and although he checked the room for signs of a break-in, he didn't find anything. He eventually decided to set up a webcam inside his room to find out what was happening. And 9 days later, when he found a third post-it note on his desk telling him to do stuff, he immediately went to check the webcam footage. But as he accessed the folder where the recordings were located, he suddenly realized it was completely empty. Joseph immediately knew that someone had somehow gotten into his computer and deleted all the files. And as post-it notes kept appearing over the next few days, Joseph knew he had to do something fast. But since he had no idea what he even could do, he decided to go on Reddit and ask for advice. Many people suspected that his landlord might be breaking into his apartment or even stalking him. But one user in particular had a different and maybe even scarier theory. He told Joseph that there could be too much carbon monoxide in the room, which would cause Joseph to forget tons of things while still thinking everything's normal. The guy said to check the apartment's carbon monoxide detector to make sure it's working properly. He also said to do it fast, because carbon monoxide can kill someone without them even realizing what's happening. And as it turns out, the man was right. The batteries of Joseph's detector had run out of juice, so they couldn't detect the massive amounts of carbon monoxide in the room. That entire time, Joseph had been writing the post-it notes for himself, and then forgetting about them later because of the carbon monoxide. He had even forgotten what his own handwriting looked like. He had also forgotten to actually plug in his webcam, so nothing was being uploaded to his empty folder. Joseph was almost certainly going to die from the carbon monoxide, but that Redditor literally saved his life.